Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Crack Economics and Statistics. This is Professor Atman Shah. I teach economics at St. Xavier's College, Ahmedabad, India. In this video, I'm going to discuss the idea of type 1 and type 2 error with the help of an example. To find more videos on SPSS, statistics and economics, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's begin with the idea of errors. Why we commit errors when we do hypothesis testing? So in hypothesis testing, we collect the data from the population and then we analyze the data with the appropriate statistical tools to make the inferences about the population parameter. Now, when we do the analysis, in the end, we either reject the null hypothesis or we fail to reject the null hypothesis at certain level of significance. Now, what do we mean by level of significance? You can check my video on level of significance and p-value and the decision rule. The link is on your screen or in the description. So here, this decision leads to a chance of making an error or a wrong decision. So why errors are important? There are two possibilities. First, we reject the null hypothesis when it is true, which means that we conclude that there is a significant effect when we actually have no effect. So here, when we reject the true null hypothesis, what we conclude? There is a significant effect. But actually, we do not have any significant effect. So this is a wrong decision, which means that we are committing an error. Second, we fail to reject the false null hypothesis. In this case, we conclude that there is no significant effect. There is no significant effect, but actually we have an effect. So again, we are committing an error. And if we conclude this, we are misleading the outcome, or our interpretation might be misleading when we use this interpretation in the policy making. So that is why errors are important, or we must consider these errors when we make the decision about the rejection or acceptance of the null hypothesis. Now let's understand the types of errors with the help of this table. So here we have decision, whether we are going to reject the null hypothesis or we fail to reject the null hypothesis. And we have true null hypothesis and false null hypothesis. If we reject the false null hypothesis, then our decision is right. We are not committing an error when we reject the false null hypothesis. Similarly, if we fail to reject the true null hypothesis, again our decision is right, which means that we are not committing any error in the analysis. Now, if we reject the true null hypothesis, then that error is known as type 1 error. So what is type 1 error? It shows the probability of rejecting true null hypothesis. And this is also known as level of significance, that is alpha. So type 1 error is denoted by alpha. Now, if we fail to reject the false null hypothesis, again we are committing an error. So this error is known as type 2 error, and it is denoted as beta. So type 2 error shows the probability of not rejecting the false null hypothesis. So here we have these two types of errors. Type 1 error, which shows the probability of rejecting true null hypothesis, and type 2 error, which shows the probability of not rejecting the false null hypothesis. Now, what happens if we commit this error? Take this example. Suppose we are interested in examining the effect of training on the productivity of the employee. Now, what is the null hypothesis in this case? There is no significant effect of the training on the productivity of the employee. And the alternative hypothesis is a significant effect of the training on the productivity of the employee. Now, what happens if we commit type 1 error? What is type 1 error? Rejecting the true null hypothesis. So here, what is our null hypothesis? You can see the statement of the null hypothesis on your screen. We reject that hypothesis. So what we are going to conclude? We conclude that there is a significant effect of the training on the productivity of the employee. But this is a true null hypothesis. So actually, there is no effect of the training program on the productivity of the employee. So suppose company does this research and conclude that we should continue the training program because it increases the productivity of the employee, but actually this training program is not helpful in increasing the productivity. So this result might be misleading for the company. Similarly, what is type 2 error? When we fail to reject the false null hypothesis. Again, what is our null hypothesis? No significant effect. This null hypothesis is false, but we fail to reject. So what we are going to conclude? We conclude that there is no effect of training on the productivity of the employee, but actually this training program does have the effect. So again, if company does this survey and conclude that we should not continue the training program because there is no effect of this program on the productivity of the employee, and they stop the training program, but actually this training program helps the employees to increase their productivity. So again, this conclusion is misleading, and that is why the consideration of type 1 and type 2 error is helpful when we do the hypothesis testing. So in this video, we have discussed about the meaning of error, the importance of error, and types of error with the help of an example. If you find this video useful, kindly share with others. If you have any doubts, you can ask the questions in the comment, and do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, Crack Economics and Statistics. Thank you.